My son asked me the other day, "Do you even lift, bro?" My God, this kid. Actually, he is getting pretty jacked. Plus, he's taking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. No joke. I'm a little bit scared of him. Anyway, he's on this pretty intense weightlifting regimen, and some YouTuber recommended a post-workout protein shake. Oh my God. I saw him drinking this thing, and I slapped it right out of his hand. Well, once I regained consciousness, and he apologized for choking me out, I told him about Magic Spoon. That's right, Magic Spoon. 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving, which, by the way, is only 140 calories. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, and low-carb, and so much more fun than a damn protein shake after a workout. And hey, you can build your own custom bundle with flavors like cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, cookies and cream, maple waffle, blueberry, cinnamon, plus the newly reformulated honey nut flavor that will now be added to Magic Spoon's permanent collection. I didn't even know they were trying it out, but now it's permanent. Honey nut. Awesome. So go grab yourself a custom bundle of cereal and be sure to use our promo code NODUNKS at checkout to save $5 off your order. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it, for any reason, they'll refund your money. No questions asked. Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/NoDunks and use code NODUNKS for $5 off. Magic Spoon, thank you for sponsoring this episode.
I'm OK Jess, and here is my version of hot chocolate from the frickin' Polar Express, baby.
Your attention, please. Show of hands, who here's a little bitch that's gonna cry unless he gets some f***ing refreshments? I thought so.
Hot, hot, hot chocolate. Hot, hot, hot chocolate. Chocolate, hot, hot, just in my tongue. Chocolate, hot, hot on my yummy yum.
Good morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast on the Athletic Network. It's Thursday, March 31st. Get out of here, March. I'm JD Skeets, and alongside me, as always, Tass Mellis.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Tass. Got our top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Heyo.
Hey, yo. International man of mystery, taking it to the max, Leigh Ellis.
Friend.
Finally making the magic happen. Over yonder, super producer, ready for vacation.
Oh.
JD.
Send me an email because I'm hitting the beach.
Yeah, you're off tomorrow. Mexico?
Yep.
Nice.
Puerto Vallarta. If you see me, say hi.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say the opposite.
I was thinking turn around and walk the other way. But you know what? Just, hola. A nice hola would be nice. And then carry on with your day.
All right. Awesome. Yes, JD getting a well-deserved break. That doesn't mean the show is taking a week off, though. Might take one day off because there's no games on Monday night because of the NCAA finals, so the championship game. So we'll probably have no show on Tuesday, but the rest of the week we'll have shows. Andrew Schlecht filling in. But today's not even Friday. Today's Thursday.
Feels like a Friday.
I know. Big time.
Yeah.
We got the Drop podcast tomorrow. We're actually going to be talking about our all-NBA teams. We'll get into that fun debate with Andrew Schlecht. JD, you think you'll be listening from the beaches of Mexico?
No.
Okay.
If you do see JD on the beach, ask him for his 3, no, make it 4 all NBA teams.
That's good, yeah. Shout out to the stream team. Sorry for joining us live right now on YouTube. Take a second, like the video, subscribe, comment away, share the show, email in your NBA questions to nodunks@theathletic.com. If you're a Survivor fan, like a few of us are, join us later today. No Buffs, which has its own separate YouTube feed, its own separate podcast feed. No Buffs. We're going to discuss last night's Survivor episode 4, with a special guest, our guy, the maker of tables, Wendell Holland. So we'll talk to Wendell, which is going to be a lot of fun. So that's later today around 3 p.m. Eastern, so sometime in the afternoon. Make sure you subscribe to No Buffs on YouTube and Apple and Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. And on today's show, we're going to get into the games here in a second, and there was a lot on last night, so a ton to tackle. But in this show later on, you have what all you've told me is story time with Leigh Ellis. That's all you're telling us.
Yeah, I'm going to try something today.
That could mean a lot of things.
It could.
Story time with Leigh.
I think you'll enjoy it. I hope you'll enjoy it. And if you do, maybe we'll do it again. If you don't, well, I tried and failed. But you've got to try these things.
Hey, now's the time to try it.
Exactly.
Okay, so story time with Leigh Ellis.
Maybe I could have saved this for Tuesday. We could have done the show like that.
No, I'm happy with
Just stories.
We need a day off. Okay, so let's get into some of the games. Let's start with the big one there between two, some of the better Eastern Conference teams. Jimmy Butler scoring 24 to help the Heat fend off the Celtics in their first real test without Robert Williams III, I would say. Though they were missing him, of course, for the Raptors game, but they were missing everybody in that one. But the Heat get the win 106-98. So what are the takeaways from this one?
Well, a little flashbacks to when the Celtics weren't playing all that good at the beginning of the season, had some bad fourth quarter moments, only a 15-point fourth quarter, only 2 points in the last 4.5 minutes because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown not making the best of decisions against an incredible Miami Heat defense. But a big zone coming at Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and Tatum kind of forcing things and not making the right decisions out of the double teams, and Jaylen Brown also forcing things, going 2 of 10 in the fourth quarter. So the Celtics, who were playing incredible basketball again, it kind of flashbacks to earlier in the season. A lot of complaining by the Celtics throughout this game. Jason Tatum throwing up his hands, getting really angry, not getting back on defense because he was arguing calls. Marcus Smart doing the same thing, getting tossed with a few seconds left in this game. Now, the Celtics can have a bad game. That's allowed, but they haven't lost consecutive games like this in over 2 months, and the first time they've had a real close game going down to the wire in a while, because they're just spanking teams. So it's okay for this to happen. It's probably good for it to happen now. Good news on the Robert Williams front. He's only going to be out 4 to 6 weeks, sort of on the shorter end that people expected, but that's still a long time. In the best case scenario, he comes back in the second round, but I think on the other side for the Miami Heat, we want this as basketball fans. We want the Heat playing their best. We want cutting Heat. We want this very tough-nosed defense that we expect them to play, and they got it from everybody. I mentioned the zone defense. Bam, a huge part of that. But on the offensive end, Max Strus, what a name, coming in for Duncan Robinson at the shooting guard spot and having a really, really good game. And then performances from everywhere, including Butler, as you said there, Skeets, and Kyle Lowry, and throughout this lineup. So it's one of those Heat ensemble wins where they get so many points from so many dudes. Butler 24, Lowry 23, Strus and Bam, and Tyler Hero, the best 12-point night I've ever seen, I think. Just guys contributing everywhere. This is how they win basketball games, frustrating the opposition, and this got me excited for playoff basketball. It was ugly in that fourth quarter, and that's what the Heat want.
What'd you think of the Celtics here, again, without Time Lord, Horford, Grant Williams, Tice coming off the bench, who played really well, at least offensively. But I think Bam was controlling the games at time. You could have used that sort of roaming Robert Williams, but overall, not brutal.
No, they didn't get pounded on the boards or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not necessarily going to go out there and grab 20 rebounds, but his presence his activities there. But the rebounds were fairly even, and you got a really good performance from Al Horford. He cleaned up 15, but he's also older. How many minutes is he going to play in the playoffs? I mean, he's probably going to have to play a few more here. But the Celtics, were just sort of due for a bit of a game that doesn't go their way at the end. And I think that's what it was. Whereas the Heat, we were sort of waiting for that response after what happened there last week. And Kyle Lowry, I just think he's the barometer for that team.
Is he the X factor?
He absolutely is. I mean, you've got who's the best player, who's the most important player, who's the leader of that team. I think Kyle Lowry is one of those. Probably not their best player, but probably their best leader. I think so, because I think you can just trust him and rely on him. He's going to take those big shots. He might not always hit them, but he's always going to be there for his team. He bailed them out with a couple there last night too. So I thought that was really good. But overall, this is the sort of thing that Eric Spoelstra, I think, wants to look at his team and say, where are we at? They struggled a little bit after the blow up last week, but now they've sort of gotten back against a very, very good team at home and picked up a very nice win.
Yeah, what'd you think of this one, Trey?
Well, Jimmy Butler just needs to get in more fights with his coach, because he's actually been really solid since. He's only at 22 points per game since the blow up with Spoelstra over the weekend, but that's including a 7-point stinker. You throw that one out, he's at 27 a game, 5 rebounds per game, 5 assists per game, 55% from the field. He seemed to have a little bit of a stumble there, but right back on track. I thought the Celtics did pretty solid without Robert Williams there. They actually won on the glass. They scored more points, had more second chance points. So it wasn't really his absence that cost the Celtics in this one. I didn't think he probably would have helped having him as a passer against the zone, just because he's a pretty solid playmaker. Their role players just didn't do enough last night. Marcus Smart in particular, 3 of 15 from the field, 3 of 10 from 3, 6 turnovers. If you have twice as many turnovers as made shots, it's going to be tough to win, especially when the other 2 starters out there, Al Horford and Grant Williams, scored 10 points on 13 shots. Like, this is just a Celtics game that we would have seen in December or January. I think they had like 15 times they were under 100 points before the All-Star break. Only twice since then that they've been held under 100 after last night. They looked a little rattled, but, this was a different sort of game for them, having to play against a team that has been trying to get some wins here in the Heat, trying to hold on to the number 1. They're playing a really physical team, and they're having to figure things out without Robert Williams. But it happens, so I'm not too upset if I'm the Celtics. But there are definitely things that you got to be a little bit nervous about, seeing them revert to the way they were playing in the first half of the season.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the Heat and Spo are going to continue with this Strus starting over Duncan Robinson and bring him off the bench? Because we've seen it for a couple of games here now.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Strucy's just playing well. He needs Duncan light? No, Duncan heavy. I mean, he's
Duncan heavy right now. He's Max Duncan right now. He gives
them defense that Duncan doesn't give them, Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
And Duncan Robinson, he got a few minutes there last night, but not that impressive. So I think he has kind of decided, well, maybe we'll see in the playoffs, but if you're Spoelstra, I would ride the guy who's just playing better and giving you a little bit more. And I thought Strus, I think he was the one who picked up that offensive foul late on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, drew it.
Bang, bang call, whatever you want to say about that.
Yeah.
But he was there. He was there getting his body into it, and he got the block as well. So I think they're going to go with him.
Yeah, I think especially when Lowry is back looking a little bit more like vintage Lowry, where you have, him hitting 3 balls. I mean, he's another shooter out there. He hit 6 last night.
He just needs to shoot.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome when he makes it, but they need him to take it. So for me, he's not an X factor to me because Kyle Lowry's too good to be an X factor. But he becomes an X factor when he's just distributing and just hanging out on the perimeter and not trying to score. They're not a good enough scoring team to have a point guard who doesn't take shots. So So Hero still is the X factor to me, but Kyle's the L factor.
I think it's I guess I'm trying to force the X factor angle with Lowry because he's had a weird season because he wasn't there for a majority of it because of family issues, personal reasons. Was missing a good chunk of time. We hadn't seen him. I mean, he played 60 games, which actually caught me by surprise. But we haven't talked about him a ton. And then I think you just see a game like last night, and you're like, well, of course, as Raptors fans, we know it's like, oh yeah, he can win you playoff games. He's a gamer. I mean, Spoelstra talked about it after the games. I thank God he's on our team.
Yeah,
we don't have to go against him in a series because he's annoying.
Yeah, he's a classic Heat style player.
Yeah,
just
for
gritty, grindy, but you can rely on him.
Yeah, for the most part.
It's great to hear though. He's not an X factor because he's too good.
Yeah, that's right.
That's great.
Good.
I know. We're gonna get to the Warriors in a sec. Andre Iguodala is an X factor now, though. I think, even though he's might be a Hall of Famer. He's 38.
Oh,
he's
because it's not a given that Iguodala is going to contribute.
Going to be good.
Yeah,
but
right.
Kyle, put up 12 threes, and that's really important on this Heat offense because Butler's not comfortable shooting a lot of threes.
Yep.
Bam's not shooting threes, and so do you insert Tyler Hero in there with 2 non-shooters? Then they're going to go at Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
Just like they went at Duncan Robinson early in this game, and Tatum went at him, drew a foul. You can't really do that with the body of Max Strus. Max Strus is tick.
Max the Body Strus.
Wow, what a wrestler name, right?
Yeah. Does sound like a good wrestler name. WrestleMania this weekend, Tess.
Double.
2 nights.
How do they split? What's the decision?
That's big. Quite a bit of controversy. Who's going to be the main event on each night? They're trying to figure that out, trying to balance the cards.
Would you rather be a big match on Saturday night, late on the Saturday night card, or early on Sunday night? Because to me, historically speaking, I'm an oldie. Sunday night means more. Sunday means more in WrestleMania.
I think they're leaning into the WrestleMania Sunday night as the main event. I think that's Roman versus Brock, if I have that right. So it's a big one.
Oh wow!
They don't want you to say WrestleMania night 1 and night 2, by the way. It's WrestleMania Saturday and WrestleMania Sunday, Lee. What? What?
Vince McMahon.
Don't piss off Vince. That's what he wants it.
I think I'm probably showing my age a bit. The old WrestleManias used to be on a Thursday night.
What?
Didn't they? The first couple?
We'll have to fact check that. I don't remember that, but you are old.
Yeah.
It's Stone Cold night 1 or night 2?
Great question.
He's there. Wow.
Well, the KO show he's going to be a part of with Kevin Owens. Are they going to fight? Is he going to come out in his jean shorts? Or is he just going to crush some beers, Tass? We don't know.
I hope he gets down. Who's older?
Stunner? You want to see a stunner?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Who's older in their sport? Andre Iguodala
Okay.
or Vince McMahon? I know Vince doesn't fight.
Vince is like 80 or 70.
I know, but he's still performing.
Well, yeah.
I saw him in doing something, talking to
Few and
somebody.
far between he makes like in-ring appearances now.
No.
He is going to introduce or induct, I should say, the Undertaker into the WrestleMania Hall of Fame, or the Hall of Fame, Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Wow, he made
Long
that.
overdue.
He made it, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Okay, what are we talking about here? Let's go to the Suns, Leigh.
Yes.
As you look up WrestleMania on
Okay,
Thursday
WrestleMania
night.
1 was a Sunday. Okay,
Yeah, I think it's the anniversary today.
that's right. Yeah, March 31st.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1985.
Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
There you go.
It was okay. Yeah.
Well, what do you got?
Some good comments in the stream team. Thursdays in Australia, maybe.
By the time they got it, he saw WrestleMania 1 like 10 years after it happened. He got it on VHS.
I think there was a 6-man matchup in that one, and if I remember, I'm
6-1.
yeah, Roddy Piper, someone switched from the bad to the good after it. I have to dig
There was
a
a
little
turn,
more.
was there?
It was huge. It was huge. Yeah.
Okay. The
Right,
Suns
yes.
get win number 62.
wow.
They tie a franchise record, so they're going to beat that. You can
Yeah.
lock that in. And they hold off the Warriors here, 107-103 in the end.
Good sloppy bad ending to this game here. The Warriors clearly playing their best game of late. You know, Draymond's
Yep.
back, Clay was back, Jordan Poole was incredible in this one,
Yep.
but sloppy, careless mistakes here in the end there. It was a 1-point game with a minute to go here, and Devin Booker fouled Jordan Poole. I think that was on the missed shot he had there. He goes down, makes a couple. No, actually it was the next play. Sorry, I'm a bit all over the place here this morning. But then there was a foul on Klay Thompson on Devin Booker. One of those ones that was like jostling for position.
like off ball, coming around picks.
And Clay
some
was
holding.
claiming
Yeah.
he was being held. Now, I don't know if you guys, I didn't see a replay.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember them racking it up.
Because I can
can't
sort of,
remember.
when it's a wrestle like that, and it happens all the time, in a close game, you've got to let that go, I think. So I think Clay had a point. You're sending Devin Booker to the free throw line. So
basically
he goes
guaranteed.
down there and knocks him in. And then the Warriors get the ball back. Chris Paul, puts the Suns up by 3. I know. Anyway, the Warriors get the ball
I hope
back.
story time goes smoothly.
So do I. Anyway, Draymond Green has the ball. The Warriors have it. Draymond comes in, and he's looking to make a play for Otto Porter.
Yeah, cut back door, man.
And I think it was Otto was in the wrong here, because Draymond Green jumps and then he just does the old landing. It's like, that's a travel.
Yeah,
that's a travel.
And he immediately was pointing at
Yeah, and
Otto.
Richard Jefferson on the call sort of said
Yeah.
he was supposed to slip. And you could tell them from the way where he was there, Porter, that he was supposed to do that.
The funny part is Draymond should still throw it.
And then Porter could have chased
Well,
it.
yeah, just like, I mean, he would have to lob it in there a little bit, but better than hitting the ground.
Yeah, well, or just don't leave your feet in the first place.
Ooh,
I mean,
good point.
that's the other thing for a veteran. But anyway, so then the Suns go back down, put the lead up to 3, and then Jordan Poole gets another chance here to tie it with like 7.5 seconds to go. With about 4 seconds to go, he does the half-court heave.
Well, you know why?
Because he wasn't.
He's going to get fouled. We're going to get
well,
into
I
this
thought-
bullshit again.
Yeah,
I mean, they had just done it, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I thought he more just misread the clock and he was just firing.
I don't think so. I think it was I'm going to get fouled, so we're going to let this go. And maybe if they're going to foul me, I'll be shooting. You know, and we've seen Chris Paul pull this off before. So this is what happens. This is why I get into this.
I think he was a little. There wasn't anyone sort of close to fouling him that he just
They were
jacked
going
it up
over.
like
Well,
that.
they were
yeah.
going over, I think, to foul him.
Anyway, so the Warriors sort of blew this one, let it go. The Suns continue to thrive here, 62 wins as you mentioned, and I do love the way that the Suns are not taking their foot off the gas at all here.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be like, we're playing well, let's just keep playing. The best thing we can do right now is play the way we've played and just really send a message to the league, and I think they did a good job of that last night. So crazy, one of those mad endings, but the Suns get away with it. But yeah, when you're sending Devin Booker to the free throw line late, and Chris Paul as well, that's a tough way to sort of hope to have one of those guys miss one or two of those.
Anything to add there, TK?
Jordan Poole's really good right now.
Yeah.
This guy's on fire. He averaged 25 points per game during the month of March, shooting 50% from the field, 44 from 3, and 90% on free throws. The guy's basically Steph Curry Jr. for the Warriors right now, and it's very strange to contrast that with Klay Thompson, who struggled again last night. 13 points, 5 of 21 shooting, 1 of 10 from 3. You also saw Andre Iguodala getting a lot of minutes over Jonathan Kuminga. You know, Iguodala just came back. He's Vince McMahon old out there. He looked Vince McMahon old, I thought. There's going to come a time in the playoffs where Steve Kerr is going to have to say, Andre Iguodala, Klay Thompson, thank you for your service. Thank you for all of these titles. Get your ass on the bench, because we're going with the young guys. Because Poole has to be on the court for the Warriors right now. He's been their second best player probably for the entirety of the season when you consider the injuries to Draymond, but he's looking more and more like a lock to me as a guy that's going to have to play, just because he can play off the ball, he can play with the ball. He's just a threat out there as a shooter in general. Whereas with Klay Thompson, it's like if he misses a shot, he's taking the next one. He is not passing the ball. Steve Kerr said it seems like Klay feels he's never going to get the ball back. So when he gets it, and if he passes it, it's not coming back to him,
Right.
which that's a Draymond thing. He always gets the ball back to specifically Curry, but I don't know. It just doesn't look right for the Warriors right now. They're down into fourth, which means that they would have to play the Suns if they were to somehow make it to the second round of the playoffs. So promising start to the season for the Warriors, but all these injuries in the second half have really, really caught up to them, and now they're scrambling kind of going into the playoffs.
They are scrambling for lineups. They don't know what they're going to play, as you said. Iguodala, Kuminga off the bench, Poole, Thompson, or maybe Wiggins goes to the bench when Curry comes back and they go a little bit smaller. But yeah, Klay has to work on the shot selection a little bit. I guess what Curry does that Poole doesn't do is draw the defense a little bit more, and maybe Klay's shots are a little bit more open. He just got to stop dribbling, I think, as much. Just let her rip, baby, like he used to do. But yeah, the difference right now between the Warriors in November and December and January is Steve Kerr knows his rotation pattern, or he did, I should say, back then. Now he doesn't. They're fluctuating. I mean, Kevon Looney back in the starting lineup. He started 73 games, then he went to the bench. Now he's back. And Steve Kerr said, we're going to go through a few different rotations.
Yeah, he's trying to find something.
And that's obviously difficult to win with, as you said, Trey. If they get to the second round, you're playing the Suns. They know who they are, and they're going to crush. So they got to find it real quick, whether it's the first round. Something I did find real quick, a real Leigh Ellis maneuver here. You're talking about WrestleMania. Roddy Piper. Here's a photo of myself with Roddy Piper way back when. And Bobby the Brain Heenan in the back.
Give him the finger down there. Rest in peace, I believe, to Bobby Heenan.
To both.
To both.
Yeah.
Wow, excuse me.
Yeah, Bobby lived a long life. Unfortunately, Roddy's life cut a little too short.
What are you calling him?
Rowdy. It's Rowdy.
Yes, yeah.
Roddy Piper.
Yes, that's right. You were saying Roddy Piper. It sounded like.
That's hard.
Tape back.
Well, it's one Rowdy, one Rod.
Yeah.
I mean, Roddy Piper. I know him as Rod. My good friend
Is he
Rod.
Canadian?
Yes, from Saskatchewan.
Ah.
Not too many people you know from Saskatchewan.
I don't think I knew that.
Roddy Piper and the Sheepdogs, and Theo Fleury
I
from
got some
Knoxville,
family out there too.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah. Shout out to Estevan, Saskatchewan.
Wow, that's great. Where was that? Sorry.
Estevan from Saskatchewan?
No, that's
I
the
like
place.
That was at Rogers Communications. I was working at Rogers just after college.
Right.
And I had a job for 6 months writing the descriptions for adult movies. Actually. And for some reason.
Is that why Hot Rod was there?
For some reason they came and did it's Rogers on Demand on the left side.
Yeah.
Right.
They came and were part of just a panel type thing.
Did he have a kilt on?
Yeah,
Sure. Had to, wouldn't he?
Yeah. He's a real Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm glad you found that. It's a very Leigh Ellis-like move. You're right.
All right.
While other people are talking, let me just try and find a cool photo here, Ed. It was awesome.
Thanks, JD.
All right. Let's give everybody... does anybody else have any other thoughts here? I know the Warriors trying to find things out here. I do think that Kuminga only playing 5 minutes with Iguodala and Bielitsa even getting more burn is a fascinating move by Kerr here. I think... I get it. He's trying to figure things out. He's trying to find these rotations. But Kuminga, I think we're all in agreement. He should be playing. So in a game like this, you're at home, like he is sort of like a spark plug where it's like one big play can really get that crowd or that team back into it. But anyway.
Yeah, it's tough, though. You got the oldie that won you championships. It's between him and Iguodala, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you brought Iguodala back for this. You didn't know Kuminga was going to be this good this early, though. So, yeah, tough decisions.
And just to wrap up on the Suns, best Suns team ever?
They're on pace for that for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the 93 one's the only real competition. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I guess those Suns teams fell short a little bit with the Steve Nash Amari ones. They were pretty good too. What did they win? They must have won 62.
62, one of them. Yeah. So these are obviously great teams, but they're going to beat that and then got to win the title, which is something none of these Suns teams have done. So we'll see. Okay, a little West play-in update. Trey, I'm going to throw a couple things at you. The Grizzlies edged the Spurs 112-111. crazy ending to that one.
yeah.
They clinched the number 2 seed in the West. And the Grizzlies, for the first time ever, have won the Southwest Division.
Oh, divisions.
Yeah, let's play Purtle.
Loving divisions. The boys are loving divisions.
We had CJ McCollum getting cheered in his return to Portland, but the Pelicans beat the Blazers, so that's good for them in the play-in seedings here. And then the Lakers didn't play last night, but we got some news. LeBron James, he left the road trip early to rehabilitate his injured ankle. So that's a lot of stuff there. Trey, the Spurs losing, the Pelicans winning, and the Lakers, well, having this LeBron news here with this ankle. What do you make of all of it?
Hey, nice night for the Lakers. They moved back into the playoffs.
That's true.
That was great.
Yeah.
Bank error in the Lakers' favor. This was a fun crop of games, Skeets. Memphis, San Antonio clinched a heartbreaker. The Grizzlies led this one by about 18 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Spurs battled back. DeJounte Murray was great in the fourth quarter. They got an offensive rebound and a putback by Keldon Johnson with 27 seconds left. Cut the Grizzlies' lead to 1. They got a stop on the next possession, got the ball back with 5 seconds left, ran the perfect play for an easy layup for Keldon Johnson at the rim.
Oof.
Touched every part of the rim and went off. He collapses to the ground. Grizzlies win. Got that big Southwest Division banner going up soon, baby. Spurs, though, did drop to 11th. Meanwhile, we had some cool stuff, some slick stuff, some raw stuff out in Portland. CJ McCollum's first game back after the trade with the Pelicans. 8.5 seasons he played in Portland. Shout out to Elton John. You could feel the love last night, Leigh.
Oh, nice.
Got a 90-second standing ovation. Of course, he got a tribute video. He had Larry Nance Jr. doing "We're Not Worthy" to him, basically. He even got Portland fans to boo the referees after C.J. McCollum, now a Pelican, was called for an offensive foul. He scored 25 for old time's sake. And most important for New Orleans, they got the win. 5 of their last 7. They're a game and a half up on the Lakers, 2 up now on the Spurs.
Yeah.
So, you know, good stuff, I suppose, for Portland as well. Taking a loss in the tank race, that's nice. They got to have fun with C.J. McCollum and Larry Nance Jr. As well there. And the Pelicans are looking pretty solid for the play, and I think they're at least going to make it for sure. We'll see if the Spurs are able to hang on to things, because they had that 1-1. I mean, they had that layup. It was right there. Dunk it. Just dunk it. You know, this guy can dunk.
Yeah. Just looking like me last night at our pickup run, botching some layups. I guess Ellis too had one.
I had one, I had one on the break.
The fast break.
Yeah, we recovered though from it.
We did. Our team won a lot of games, but we missed some bunnies in there, and that was one of them in the Spurs game. Anything to add to that?
No, just one of those ones that looked like the Grizzlies are home, and then you sort of look back later on and go, "Oh my God, the Spurs to be that close to stealing it has got to be a tough one, a tough defeat for them to take." Because again, when the Lakers don't play and they just go pop ahead of you.
Do you think LeBron and the Lakers were pissed? Like,
probably. Yeah.
Probably. Back in the
LeBron's
plan?
yeah.
Come on, Keldon. It's possible, right?
It's wild that the Grizzlies beat the Spurs 4 times this season. Just doesn't feel like the Spurs should lose to the Memphis Grizzlies 4 times. These aren't your older brothers Grizzlies or your older brothers Spurs, for that matter.
Didn't the Spurs once upon a time lose
a 1-8 series to the Grizzlies?
And they wanted them, right?
The Grizzlies dropped down for that.
Yeah.
That was 2010, I think.
Oh, it was the Grizzlies that wanted
the Grizzlies
them.
dropped. The O.J. Mayo, Rudy Gay team, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Classic
Nice.
1-8.
Yeah.
Wasn't that early, was it? 2010?
I'm pretty sure it was
That
2010.
was a long time ago.
Because
we're old, man.
yeah,
I thought
That sounds
I
around
thought that
right.
was a John Hollinger team. I thought it was a little later. Anyways, the fact that they win the Southwest Division. John Morant tweets about it. Just retweets the Grizzlies tweet.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that John Morant doesn't know what division he plays in, but do you think do you think he knows what division he plays in? Do you think he knows that they have a division called the Southwest Division?
I don't think so, but
It's really strange. Anyways, it's a great little mark for them. Even if it is just a division title, it's 27 years that they've been around. First division title, pretty cool.
Is there any concern here with this LeBron news? I mean, I guess we sort of knew he probably wasn't playing tonight. I guess in Utah, right? I think they're in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
But was expected to return on Friday with Anthony Davis, if I remember what Chris Haynes was reporting. But who knows what that means now, right?
Yeah, at least he's rehabilitating it. At least he's trying to get back. I guess so. At least the season's not over for him, and he's got. They have something to play for. I do think they want to get into the play-in tournament. I don't think they want to miss it.
The 10th seed.
Yes, they're fighting for the 10th seed. AD is going to come back, I think. I mean, he's still
He's
doubtful.
coming back Friday.
He'll come back. He'll play about 3/4, and then he'll get injured again.
Well, he's coming back against his old team most likely. So that's
Oh yeah, that's the big
pretty
game this
interesting.
weekend, right? Pelicans, Lakers.
Pelicans, Lakers.
Feels
If
like
he
they've
comes
played
back.
like
I've played
5
a ton lately.
Yeah, Joel Myers on the call will definitely say that's all, folks. If they do win, there's going to be some of that. Can't wait.
Let's do the East play-in update. Luka Doncic, 35 points, 13 assists. He helped Dallas, who is rising up the Western Conference sort of standings there. Nice win for them. They beat the Cavs without Mobley. He's going to miss a couple games. 120-112. So Cleveland loses. We had Bridges and Ball helping the Hornets to the 125-114 win over the Knicks in Madison Square Garden, where they had WrestleMania, definitely not on a Thursday. And then we had Trae Young scoring 41 as the Hawks topped the Thunder 136-118. Leigh, there's a lot there, but it's looking more and more likely that the Cavs are going to be in the play-in. We'll get to the Raptors in a second, but the Cavs are likely going to be in the play-in. In all honesty, probably playing Brooklyn. Though, maybe Charlotte or Atlanta can still catch them. But what do you think?
Yeah, tough night for the Cavs. I thought they played pretty well. But for them to drop down or to sort of solidify, comparing that with the Raptors blowing out the Wolves after they go down 17 early on. But then for the Dallas Mavericks, I think this is really key because they're now 2 games up of the Nuggets for 5th. If you want a home court advantage in that first round, that's really key, I think, here for the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Now, they don't really care, I don't think, if they face the Nuggets or the Jazz. I just think if they're at home, that's
they
huge.
want home court.
Yeah, and Luka had a huge game again there last night. I mean, this team has just changed so much, I think, since that trade deadline. They've just looked so hard to slow down. Now, again, it's the Cavs who just feel like they're so depleted, but they played well enough. So, Cleveland, it's looking more and more like they will not be able to avoid somebody in that play-in. But they do get 2 chances most likely, and of those 2 chances, Charlotte, but pretty good win last night. They're going into New York. I mean, the Knicks have been playing okay at home there.
Yeah.
Julius Randle was getting booed there by his fans.
Oh yeah, now there's like reports that he wants out. And stuff.
It was weird. Like, I wonder where that came from now because everyone knows he can't be traded now. So why would he be like, I want to trade?
Plant the seed.
Yeah,
Get
maybe.
me
But
outta here.
he was okay last night, but the energy and just his body language is just not there right now. So the Knicks, I think someone said to Tibbs afterwards, they have to win out and the Hawks have to lose out.
Oh, so mathematically still alive.
And then he was like, well, we're still in it then. We're still
Not
in
eliminated.
It. So,
We're not eliminated until we're eliminated.
Yeah.
5.5 games back of the Hawks, who picked up a win in a game that nobody was really watching because nobody cared about that. But the Hawks and the Hornets are in a good battle here for this. Who will get home court advantage? I hope the Hawks can do it so we can get down to the Fortress. Half a game
Just so
back.
he can get a standing room only ticket.
Exactly. Playoffs in the Fortress just hits
So that
different.
would be we'd be looking at a Tuesday or Wednesday night down at the Fortress.
Best night for it, I heard. Yeah.
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 So one night.
Yeah. WrestleMania's best
Yeah, I
night
was gonna say one night off of the perfect WrestleMania night.
No, I mainly because I just feel we might not get a playoff game at all, so we got to have at least one play in. Yeah.
Okay. And it'd be weird too because we know they don't really keep track of play-in stats. So that game would be like we would go, but it's like we never really went.
Yeah. And I hope
exists.
it's a Tuesday, not a Wednesday, because then we'd have to be like pick-up run versus going to the Fortress.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh, what a decision to be made. Anything to add to any of these games? There, the Hornets winning, the Hawks winning, and the Cavs losing, unfortunately, and Dallas looking pretty amazing here. Their defense is legit. This is the crazy part. Luka's doing amazing numbers. They're getting contributions from all these guys like Dinwiddie coming over in the trade, but like they're just defenses. I don't have it in front of me. I know they've been one of the best defenses in the league since like 2022 here.
They're playing all right. They did give up 112 points to a Cavs team that's missing a lot of their starters.
Mm-hmm.
The Cavs hung in. They hung in as hard as they could, but they're playing guys that shouldn't be playing, playoff type minutes here as the playoffs approach, like Moses Brown, who they picked up on a 10-day, Brandon Goodwin, who they picked up on a 10-day. And these guys deserve to be in the league, but they hung on as well as they could against the Dallas Mavericks. And the Hawks and the Hornets, great alliteration. I hope we get them in a play-in tournament game. Is that what you're teaching us about after the break? The Hawks and the Hornets?
Oh, you have to stay tuned to
I
find
can't
out.
wait.
There.
And the
That's it.
bees.
Yeah.
Do we know what is Jared Allen returning this season?
Yeah, I believe he
because
is,
he had
yes.
the fractured finger, right?
Yeah.
So in
He
theory-
didn't have surgery because he wanted to return
Okay.
this season. And, he's still got, I think they have 6 games remaining. He should be back.
I asked that because-
along with Mobley.
Yeah, I knew Mobley in theory is coming back in a couple games here from the ankle, but like I asked that because I just don't, and it may still be the case, but they're not winning without him.
No.
Like they're not getting into the playoffs is what I mean.
Yeah, I
just don't see,
you.
even if they like lose to the Nets, let's say if it stayed like that, and then they have to take on the Hawks or the Hornets, I would be picking one of those teams if Jared Allen is not playing this game. He's that important. But
Totally.
if he's coming back, that's obviously helps her chances. He's a big guy in there, and if it's just a finger, you can you can
tape
play.
it up.
You can play. Yes.
That's who they are. They need him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% agree.
Some big, just big dunks last night. Did you see Bridges windmill?
I did, yes.
Ooh, and
Huge.
some other huge. Davion Mitchell had a huge one.
That was my favorite
Jalen
one.
Green.
Just
That was your favorite
detonation.
one?
Yeah. Against the Rockets there. He just like erupted.
Yep.
Those young legs, man. They're incredible stuff. Jalen Green had another one too. That sort of like catching it almost like terrible pass.
He has been making up for his abysmal dunk contest performance. He's throwing down like a 10 every night. It feels like every game he's in 1 or 2 highlights.
Maybe just a game dunker.
Yeah.
Very true.
Who knows? But he has been throwing it down. You know who was watching the Hawks versus OKC Thunder game, Lee? Andrew Schlecht. This was a major moment for Oklahoma. I heard on the Daily Ding this morning. Trae Young and Lindy Waters III, apparently high school teammates there in Oklahoma. 41 for Trae last night, 25 for Lindy. It's a solid backcourt, I would imagine. 2 NBA players running out there, crazy hair, both of them. One guy with bangs, one guy going bald, both of them shooting from half court on your head. Fun stuff. Lindy. Good game, Lindy.
Kevin Knox, 17 points for the Hawks off the bench last night.
Kevin Knox.
There's a name.
There's
a name.
Yeah.
That's a guy. Other games last night. Spicy P, Siakam, triple-double. As the Raptors, you said it, Lee, crushed the Wolves in the end, 125-102. We had Jokic going for 37 points to lead the Nuggets past the Pacers, 125-118. Thomas Satoransky, an unusual double-double. Unusual because he had no points. Yeah. He did the Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
But the Wizards beat the Magic in that fun, magical game. Wizards and Magic, everybody loves that. And then the Kings used a balanced scoring attack. They beat the Rockets 121-118. So a few things. Start with the Raptors here, Tass. I was thinking in watching this game, catching up on this game, if we were doing what Lee wants to do with the AFL, what's it called? Brownlow?
Brownlow medal votes.
Yeah, Brownlow medal votes. I want Tass Mellis to make some Brownlow medal votes for the Raptors specifically last night. Like who's...
Gotcha.
Is 1 star better or is 3 stars better?
3 votes is what you want.
Okay, so give me a 1, 2, 3, right?
3 votes. But what do they call them? Like
votes, so yeah.
Oh, you just... Okay.
But it's funny. It sounds funny because like the bronze is actually the best because 3.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But it starts off, you read the 1 first, the 2nd, and then the 3rd.
Maybe that's why you always had problems with our top 5 countdown.
Yeah, that's right.
That Aussie rules, everything's backwards, just like the toilet. What do you got for this? Yeah, give me the Raps 3 stars. What we're getting at.
Ooh,
because I think it's difficult.
Yeah, it is difficult. I'll probably go with Siakam for 3.
Yeah,
I mean, he only scored 12, very Thomas Satoransky-like, but his second triple-double of his career, 13 assists to go along with 10 boards. A master right now of setting guys up.
Yes.
And without Fred being Freddie-like on the offensive end, they desperately need Pascal to set guys up. So he was doing it. 2 votes goes to that Fred man. He, again, a quiet night, but if you watch the game, 12 points, 8 assists, it was the defensive end. What a terror. He knows that he can't really do what he's supposed to do on the offensive end. I think they kind of pissed him off a little bit. I think they got out, the Wolves did. They got out to a big lead, and I think that it kind of got Freddie going. It felt like a Kyle Lowry game. He had 5 steals on this night, but he made the Wolves turn it over and over again. Our friend William Liu, great breakdown of the video highlights of how Fred did it. Just being a pest. Not necessarily getting all the credit for 22 turnovers from the Wolves, but making it happen.
Had his hand in a lot of those.
Yeah, just being around and forcing turnovers. So Freddie goes 2. The last one, I don't know. I mean, I think...
What about Scary Gary?
Yeah, I guess.
Gary Hours, baby.
Yeah, 29 points.
I would say him because I just think the Raptors are such a different team when he plays. That's
true. Having
a reliable 3-point shooter. And OG hit a bunch of 3s last night too. But they need that. And Trent with 29 points in 27 minutes, 6 of them 3s. He was money at the line in this one too. I think they're just such a different offensive team when you have one guy that you're like, that guy, he can catch fire. He has his cold spells at times too, but you got to keep an eye on him. He just opens up room for Pascal to operate and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
as long as he's steady. As long as he's steady.
It's the gravity and the threat, though.
Big
for
time.
him. Yeah.
And they don't have a ton of shooters.
No.
I mean, it's awesome to see OG return and knock some down. That's big. But with Van Vliet struggling a little bit with his shot, then I think you absolutely need Gary Trent Jr. and Gary Hours happening. So big win and tough loss for the Wolves. I think they're looking more and more likely that they are going to be in the play-in.
I know this
sucks. This would be a nightmare if they don't make the playoffs.
Man.
Yeah.
4 losses in 5 games. They're 3.5 back of Utah now to be out of the play-in tournament, and now they're looking at a Clippers team that just got Paul George back. That could be a serious bummer for Minnesota Timberwolves fans and those of us who learned how to play Werewolves of London on guitar. I honestly feel bad. Like as soon as I started learning it, they started taking some losses here. Kind of a weird Towns game, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Only 13 shot attempts, played like 10 or 11 minutes combined between the second and fourth quarter. Didn't take a shot in either of those quarters. Afterwards, he's like, game just didn't find me. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You gotta go steal the game. You gotta go take the game because he played really well to start off.
Yeah.
First quarter.
Yeah, the Raptors did not have an answer early on, but the answer turned out to be just wait. He ain't gonna do anything eventually.
Yeah, we've seen that a bit.
I don't like it. I don't like to see that from him.
No, they had, after that huge win against the Bucks, they had a tough schedule. They played the Mavericks twice, the Suns, the Celtics, the Raptors, and they got the Nuggets next. Then they got the Rockets, Wizards, Spurs, Bulls to close it out.
Yeah.
So a little bit of optimism there. But the bigger concern is 3 of their last losses, they've given up 125 points as well.
Yeah.
So teams are just scoring easily against them, and they need to tighten that up.
They're trying to chase one of those teams you mentioned, the Nuggets. They got the victory. The Joker, 37 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. Ho-hum, 15 and 19 from the floor.
He didn't take a shot outside of 11 feet. His longest shot was 11 feet, which of course he made, and went 15 of 19. It's incredible.
It's amazing. The Nuggets led this game by 31 points. What was really crazy is that the Pacers then took the lead with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Like, they came all the way back and had the lead, but then the Nuggets scored the next 7. They got the victory, but we had a weird incident that I wanted to show you guys, everybody in the stream team here. It started with Austin Rivers and Lance Stevenson shoving each other. They
got it, yeah.
Yeah, Austin Rivers got hit. It was born ready. Okay, they both got techs. Classic, officiating there. And then soon after, Rivers got ejected for a second technical foul because he faked throwing an elbow at Lance Stevenson guarding him. You saw it right there. You couldn't blink or you would miss it because Rivers sort of goes to throw an elbow to sort of get off me, but doesn't make contact or maybe touches his goatee. And Lance, I won't even say Lance really sold it. He was reacting to it. And it was so weird because a second or two continues, the play continues, and then Tony Brothers goes, no, you're out of here. Basically, he called like a malicious act, like a taunting, basically. Weird. And then you had the Pacers guys like Miles Turner and all them loving it, going crazy, like bye bye Austin, but really strange.
I don't know when they went to review it why you wouldn't then correct that call. Because that's completely wrong, and even on the broadcast, Chris Denari and Quinn Buckner were like, because they were.
Oh, that was so funny. Quinn Buckner is he's like, wait, you're gonna see this here? I think he caught him with an elbow. Yep, this is right. Good call. And then they show the replay, and Quinn Buckner says, "Guys, in all fairness, that's garbage."
Yeah,
he's the Pacers play-by-play.
That's right.
In all fairness,
but again, that's the thing is, it was clearly a wrong call made, and Austin Rivers gets ejected.
But Tony is saying it's not the wrong call. He's saying, I don't care if he hit him with his elbow. He's saying they were just going at it. We're trying to keep the peace, and he's basically calling it a taunting elbow.
He's wrong. He's wrong.
I'm with you.
Terrible call.
Weird.
I just think it looks so bad to eject a guy for a mistake. Okay, stop the play to check it.
Yeah.
Fair enough, because they had been getting into it, those two. But there's got to be a point where you're like, okay, referee, inadvertent whistle, my bad, wrong call. There has to be.
Check on me.
Yeah.
Check on Tony Brothers.
Exactly.
That's mine.
I felt terribly sad for Austin Rivers.
Okay.
Well, because I think he was saying that's the first time he's ever been ejected, and he's like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So,
no.
Anyway.
What was the? Did you also feel terribly sad for Austin Rivers? And should Tony Brothers have given himself a tech? I like all this.
Trey called it Tony time. Because Tony Brothers took over there.
Oh, yeah. It's a little FaceTime for Tony.
Yeah.
The T stands for Tony.
Wouldn't it
He's like, my bad, not a tech. I'm just saying, shout out to me.
Wouldn't it be great if we had a full screen animation come up when it's Tony time, baby. You know, just get Tony's big face. That's it. Yeah. I ref great. Yeah. It's just a terrible call. And it was escalated to Twitter afterwards because Kevin Durant saw the play on Twitter, retweeted it with "This is embarrassing," and Lillard Instagrammed it. It really is, though. You know, he compounded on Durant.
Confirming.
Yeah, he confirmed it. And I wonder if this is something that they look at in the offseason, that not just this, you know, taunting rule, but just the lack of physicality allowed. Like there's a lot of touchies. A lot of touchies happening. And if you're the best players in the game, like Durant and Lillard are saying, hey, what are we doing here? That could be something that comes to the table in Vegas when the Board of Governors meet and they say, well, what are we going to talk about? We need stuff to talk about.
Honestly, I think this is just Tony Brothers. Yeah. And, like, if anything, like maybe take Tony Brothers off a key game 6 or 7 here in the playoff series moving forward. Come on.
But everybody in the game, I know, but as far as this mistake, I get it. But everybody in the game, like Quinn Buckner even, all the analysts are saying, like, things have changed now. It's such a gentle game out there. The narrative has changed into, these guys are softies out there. KD hates that. These basketball players absolutely hate it, and they should. Yeah.
Tony Brothers should have been like, swinging. Here's what he should have done. He should have, like, he thought, okay, Austin Rivers was maybe going to throw an elbow because he's trying to, like, you know, temper all this, like, emotion, right? Because they had just gotten into it, and I get all that, and this big comeback, and the crowd's into it, and everybody's going at it. But he should have just, like, if you wanted to call the whistle, just call the whistle and then say, hey, guys, cut this shit out, okay? Like, you know.
Stop hitting each other.
Because why did he, there was like this, I'm telling you, there's like a second or two delay.
More than that, yeah.
And then in his head, Tony's like, that may have been an elbow, and I guess Lance went back, so.
Yeah, I know.
But he called him out of here before he even went and looked at it. Like, I'm with you that he should at least, like, well, did he elbow him?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Yeah. Now you're gone. But he was like, you're gone.
Because if you stop the play like that, then surely you are going to review it and not just eject him based on, hang on, did I see something or not? Because his reaction was like, it was delayed for at least 3 seconds there. So
weird.
You know what's crazy is that the casual fan knows who referees are now. And I would say it's not even the casual fan. Our man Ryan Seton, his mom, Diane Seton.
What?
Diane Seton. Diane Seton
no way.
knows Tony Brothers.
That's bad.
And this wasn't yesterday. This was a while back.
Diane Seton.
Diane Seton knows Tony Brothers. Yes. So Nick, this was a Raptors game. She's a hardcore Raptors fan.
Okay.
Nick Nurse got a technical foul, and she asks, is that Tony Brothers who gave him the technical foul? She knows the names. Now, part of it is that they come over and they do the video review and they talk to the camera, and I think that has elevated their persona.
Bringing the refs into our homes, man.
Yes.
And it's you always name dropping referees. You're part of the problem. You always do.
Come on.
You always do.
Yeah.
You're good at
it. I do.
But,
I always wanted to know what Ed Malloy is thinking. You know, I want to know who Ed Malloy is giving 3 stars to tonight.
He does his head. He does that side part. That does not.
See, you guys are part of the problem. You're in love with the refs.
I'm in love with the refs. I'm in love with the referees.
That's amazing. Ryan and his mom.
Yes. Is that Tony Brothers? They know him by name.
It's a good name. I give him that.
Yeah, it's a memorable name. It's a two-name guy. You can't call him Tony. You can't call him Brothers.
It's Paul's dad, right?
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Never get tired of Paul Brothers jokes.
No, for sure. Shout out to Paul Brothers. All right, let's take a break unless there's any other notes to add to any of those games. Probably not. We've gone long here. When we come back, Leigh has story time for us. We still don't even know what it means, so come on back and we'll find out.
Don't need the laptop for this one.
Oh, exciting. Don't go anywhere. But let's talk about athletic greens. If you're looking to get better gut health, more energy, stronger immune system in a really easy, natural way, you got to check out athletic greens. Or, AG, as us cool kids call it here on the podcast. I'm sure you'll all agree that most of us are not huge fans of having to take a bunch of pills or vitamins in the morning. You got breakfast to eat. You got to shower. There's no time to take all these pills. With Athletic Greens, you just found yourself an all-in-one solution that actually tastes good, and you'll truly enjoy getting your daily vitamins. So what is it? With one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food-sourced superfoods, probiotics, adaptogens to help you start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, your recovery, your focus, your aging. All of the things. All of the things, all of the things, all of the things. To get this, Athletic Greens is a climate neutral certified company. Tass, I thought you'd like that part.
Yeah,
I included that
do
for
like that.
you here
Thanks.
today. In fact, in 2020, AG purchased carbon credits that support projects protecting old growth rainforests. So that's good stuff there. It's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. Just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you got to do is visit. Take a guess at what website you got to visit.
No athletic/nodunks.com/nodunks. No.
athleticgreens.com/nodunks.
Greens.
I just want to see if you were paying attention to me. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/nodunks to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
We talk a lot about numbers and statistics and percentages here, so let me hit you with my favorite stat I've seen. 79% of men think about their balls every day.
What's the number?
79%. It's probably more like 100% once you mention it.
Exactly.
I think we're up to 100, but the standard percentage is 79%. There are 5 of us here on the show.
Right. So one of us is not?
I think it was Tass. I don't think Tass has yet. I'm not sure.
Just did.
Oh, somebody forget about it.
Okay. Hold on.
Somebody forget. Every day, 79% of men think about their balls.
Too low.
I agree.
What, your
you
balls?
mean the percent?
Oh.
Well, if your balls are too low,
Yeah.
they won't be if you wear Sax underwear. The one brand that has made it their mission to keep your manhood supremely comfortable. Sax is obsessed with the comfort of your manhood. Thanks, Sax.
Sweet.
They make the most comfortable underwear for men, premium styles equipped with their patented ballpark pouch, which is basically a built-in hammock that keeps everything in place.
Whoa.
You know what I say? It's a good day if you're in a hammock. There's no sticking or chafing. Chafing? Chafing? Same thing?
Close.
I mean, which do you say?
Ch.
Yeah.
Chafing. Just 24/7 comfort. Sax makes underwear for all kinds of different occasions, even ones specifically for sport and outdoor activity. I wear Sax when I play tennis. Balls in the pocket, balls in the pouch.
Yeah.
Very secure. If you want to try Sax, head on over to sax.com/nodunks to get 10% off plus free shipping by using promo code NODUNKS. They come with a comfort guarantee, so if you're not 100% satisfied with your new underwear, Sax will give you your money back. So go to saxx.com/nodunks and use promo code NODUNKS for 10% off and free shipping.
Peloton, my old friend. That's a new drop around here. We love Peloton in this house. Every single one of us uses it pretty much every day. We originally got it for Rachel. She was having knee problems. She wanted something that was low impact. Got on the thing. She was immediately addicted and went on a 60-day ride streak. Like, she did 60 days of rides.
Made it sound like she was on it for 60 straight days.
Yeah.
Wouldn't get off.
It felt like it.
Right.
It felt like it, to be honest. And we all use it. You should see Jackson's abs. The guy. It's crazy. Very jealous. I guess I could do the ab workouts too, but I don't. I do rides and weights, but I gotta work on my core. Anyway, Peloton is pushing you further with so much new on the Peloton Bike and Peloton Bike Plus. New classes, new music, new ways to keep your workouts fun and motivating. I'm doing today a 45-minute Power Zone Endurance 90s ride with my girl Christine Dercole later. And I'm actually looking forward to it. That's true. And Lincoln's been dabbling with Peloton boxing. You don't need gloves or anything, really. We have a Bob over there that he likes to slap around. Sorry. Slap again. If you've never boxed before, these classes will have you working up a sweat while working on the fundamentals of form, footwork, and fun combos that'll keep you on your toes. Peloton has a workout for every goal and mood. De-stress from a long day with 30 minutes of strength and 20 minutes of cardio, or do a quick 15-minute total body class before work. Stay motivated while having fun with bike workouts, yoga, meditation, dance cardio, and more. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more. That's ONEPELOTON.com.
All right, back in the Classic Factory. The laptop is away for our guy Leigh because it's story time with Leigh Ellis. And again, we're not really quite sure what this means.
No, so one of the things I love to do is go to my children's school and read to their classes. And I did that yesterday to the 5-year-olds, and it's great. You take in stories about animals and dinosaurs, and you get the kids to play along, and they all get involved.
Nice. Are you an animated reader? Doing voices, acting things out, getting some callback response.
I love all that. Like, who knows what this animal is, you know? And it's like, you know, elephant, and then there's like, who's got the biggest trunk? And they're like this, and you know, it's like a lion. What does a lion say? And they're all screaming at you, roar! Like that. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Anyway, why don't
we put this up on YouTube? Film it.
I can if you want.
That's our story.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so when I was figuring out the books to read, like I say, it's always about animals and stuff, but I found this one in our collection here, right?
Okay.
Now I think it came from sorry. I think it came from a Goodwill purchase we picked up there one day.
Nice.
NBA action from A to Z. Now it's from, as you can tell from the front cover there, somewhere in the mid-90s. But the reason why I chose it specifically is because when I started reading through it, it sounds like it was written by Magic Johnson.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it's a square book.
Yeah.
You see a square book often.
So NBA action from A to Z. So I'm going to read some, and we'll see how we go. If you guys are having fun, I'll go through the whole thing. If it's getting where's a bit.
You're literally just going to read us a book.
Well, yeah. Kid's book. A is for action. Basketball is a great game filled with non-stop action and excitement. And in the picture here, Michael Finley gets sandwiched between Vlade Divac and Eldon Campbell. Action is the name of the game. Look at this.
All right. Wow. So if you're listening to the podcast, Leigh is showing us quite poorly, if I'll be honest, the photos.
Put it back down.
All right.
Jesus.
All right, that's A. All right, let me move on.
Oh my God.
JD brought out the dissolves for this.
Okay, B. Guess what B stands for?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Spalding.
To play basketball.
Dumb kid?
Ball?
To
play basketball, all you need is a hoop and a basketball. Players have all sorts of funny nicknames for the basketball, like Pill, Rock, and Bean.
Whoa!
Never heard anyone call it a bean before. No, I've never heard a bean before.
Pass me the bean.
No.
I've never heard that either.
The
bean. I can't believe Trey hasn't said it.
Was that where Joe Bean Bryant got his nickname? I don't know.
Jelly Bean. C. What do you think C stands for?
Coach.
It is the coach's job to teach his players how to work together as a team. Every NBA team has a coach. Pat Riley is the coach of the Miami Heat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the Heat? Ooh,
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Lakers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
D. Raise your hand if you know the answer. D. Trey.
Dunk.
Incorrect.
Okay, hold on. This is the fun. All right, D.
You know these guys like trivia, even if it's a kid's book.
Yeah. Wow.
Everyone does this. Every single player does it.
Dribble.
Yeah. Well done. What was your
I had my hand up. I had my hand up waiting.
I just yelled it. Right.
Dribbling. Bouncing the basketball on the floor is the most common way to move the ball up and down the court. John Starks dribbles past Mitch Richmond.
All right.
Okay.
E is going to be interesting.
E is a tough one. It's not really a...
yeah, it's a bit of a stretch.
It's a bit of a stretch. It's something more you have to bring to the game rather than...
Energy.
It's close.
Effort.
Effort. E for
there you
effort.
go.
Nice.
Dad always told me it's not about the grades, it's about trying hard.
Yeah.
That's right. It takes hard work and effort to become a great basketball player. At only 5 feet 3 inches, Muggsy Bogues is the smallest player in NBA history. F.
All right. Free throws.
Double pager. Everyone's one of these.
A fan.
Fans.
Double pager.
Yeah, look. Double pager.
There you go. That's good. That's good. Oh, we got a Kings fan there.
Yeah, we've got a Grand Hill fan there.
Oh, Grand Hill. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, what are they watching? An All-Star game?
It's something like that, I think.
Is that a Bulls fan on the right?
That's like when they would have all those kids there,
Yeah.
like NBA Jam session type vibe. To
Yeah,
me.
that's not me, by the way, there in the middle there, the kid with the glasses. That's not me. I didn't have glasses back then.
Yeah, that was
That's you.
Yeah, that could be me, though. That guy's got a 49ers hat on, hasn't it? That looks like he's wearing a 49. Get out of here, kid. This is a basketball book.
Put it next to that kid's face.
Yeah, I think so.
Fans.
Okay. When you're a true fan, you always root for your team, even when they lose.
Said
Very
root.
good.
Did you laugh at that?
Yeah, of course I did, yes.
You say, hey kids, you know what that means in Australia? Show of hands. Who here knows what rooting is?
Magic Johnson might know what that means.
Being a fan makes basketball fun. It almost makes you feel like you are in the game with your favorite team. No?
I mean, yeah,
Oh, okay, tough one. G. Think very, very specifically for G. A very...
Gugliotta.
No.
Gatorade.
No, the biggest... He's the...
George Mursan.
Oh.
No, he's the most memorable of this type of things. This guy...
Gigantic man.
No.
Most memorable of this.
Yeah, in the 90s. This guy sort of put these things on
This
the
isn't a
map.
player.
No.
Gary Grant.
GM.
Not a player, but an athlete.
Not a player, but an athlete.
Good.
Go.
Garbo.
Gordie Howe.
Look up in the air. It's
It's
a bird. It's a plane. No. It's a gorilla.
Oh, the mascot.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The gorilla.
Oh, you love the animals. Now, what sound does a gorilla make?
Yeah, well, we'd do the chest thumping. In
Yeah,
this one.
that would-
Like,
that
who
would
can
be
thump their
happening.
chest? Oh, the kids love that. They love it. The gorilla is a mascot for the Phoenix Sun. He often dazzles the crowd at halftime with high-flying dunks.
Yeah.
That used to be the halftime entertainment, wasn't it? Just the mascot.
Probably.
Good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Okay, H. Hoop. Very good.
Yeah, it's on the front.
The first hoop was a pitch basket nailed to the wall in 1891 by
little
Dr.
history.
James Naismith, the inventor of basketball. The official NBA hoop or basket stands 10 feet above the floor.
Nothing about him being Canadian. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I is very tough. I is very, very tough. Because it's...
Ice.
No, it's like...
It's not team.
I.
No,
there's no I in team.
Yeah.
no, it's...
Okay, hold on. We can get it.
Okay, it's not something that's easy. It's the opposite of easy.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Nice.
Very
Nice.
good.
Good job.
Every day in the NBA, players seem to do impossible things.
Yeah, what a stretch.
NBA players like Gary Payton can leap high, spin in the air, and make miraculous shots. Impossible? Impossible? No. Just incredible. So it kind of contradicts itself here.
Also, Gary Payton, I wouldn't be the player I would think, like, doing the impossible, really.
Do you think that's an
he's-
impossible move that,
Not
that he's
really.
making there?
I've seen this photo a million times.
Yeah, like on the front of the book. Yeah. Same picture.
Yeah.
We're getting one Gary.
No,
Use
I
it
would-
twice.
I don't think it's that impossible to jump in the air and dish it off.
Okay.
A kid could do that.
J.
Jumper, jump shot.
Nearly. It's more, think of more the video game, the famous video game.
Jam.
Yes.
Jam.
The slam dunk or jam is the most exciting play in basketball. Hugo, a mascot for the Charlotte Hornets, goes up for a monster jam.
So you think they're going to use slam dunk for S?
Have to wait and
No.
see.
No,
Have to wait and see.
No, after
No?
Trey noted that
you guys
on
are
the front,
cheating?
Yeah, cheating.
S is for something
Okay.
else. Something
K.
else.
K.
K.
Yeah.
Kids.
No, this is more a player.
Kid.
A memorable...
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem, yes.
Now they're just going, okay.
well,
Come up with a K?
What?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scored more points than anyone in NBA history.
Skyhook
Kareem's
could be
favorite
a-
shot was called the sky hook.
Oh, I guess not.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Okay, L.
Lee Ellis.
No, but something I like.
So let me,
Layups.
Layup.
yeah, you don't like
The
layup.
layup is the easiest, surest shot in basketball. Grant Hill glides in for a layup. Yes, he does.
All right. Oh, you're going to
Yeah.
Oh, we got
spoil
M.
M MVP.
Oh, sucker.
Yeah.
M is Mitch.
Is it?
MVP, baby.
That's right. MVP stands for
Most.
Valuable Player. It's a great honor to earn the MVP award. Mitch Richmond was named MVP of the 95 All-Star Game and he's got the trophy to prove it.
That's what it says.
That's exactly what it says.
They're like, no one believes it.
That's the classic Magic Johnson one. Now, the next one, well, it's kind of like a checklist one because it's NBA and it's just all the teams, but there's only 29 teams.
Yeah. Who we so missing?
know which team isn't
No, Charlotte's there. Who's missing? Oklahoma. No,
Well, the Pelicans.
New Orleans.
That's right. That's right.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the boys love this page the most because they can identify the teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No divisions there.
The Sonics. They actually asked about who's the Sonics because they don't, never hear about the Sonics.
Oh, your kids are asking. Yeah.
Okay.
Oscar Robertson.
No, one part of the game.
Maybe?
No. It's close.
Offense.
When a team has the ball, it is on offense. The team without the ball is on
Defense. This really is Magic Johnson.
Sherman
vibes,
Douglas knows that when a team is on offense, it has one job: to score points.
Sherman knows that.
Sherman's well aware.
P.
Paint? No.
No, something you do on offense. Pass. That's
Man,
right.
I'm overthinking it.
Good players pass the ball to their teammates, hoping to find an easy shot. John Stockton is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Okay.
It's true.
I'm surprised you read that. You're a Damian Lillard guy over John Stockton.
Yes, I am. I was also going to say he passes up a couple of shots, John Stockton. Okay, tough one here, Q.
Quincy Doobie.
Oh, actually, Skeets, you should get this one.
Quick,
that's right.
Nice.
Many small players use their quickness to beat bigger, stronger opponents. Like a flash, little Spud Webb darts to the basket.
I was wondering who they were going to use because they had already used Muggsy. So,
okay, R.
referees.
Referee.
Yeah.
boo.
What? Yeah, get out of here.
It's the referee's job.
Tony Brothers page. Ed Malloy.
T is for Tony, guaranteed.
Well, it's the referee's job to make sure that every game is played by the rules. A referee calls a foul during a game, but I think he is calling a technical foul there.
Oh.
Get out of
That's
here.
a big time.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that referee.
Oh, who is it, Taz?
No idea.
Looks familiar, but
Yeah.
Should have gone with rebound.
Look at that guy in sweater. Look at the guy in the sweater there.
Yeah, that's a crazy sweater. We got a woman in a thick turtleneck underneath a denim button down. This is from the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that camera.
Yeah.
With a flash. Flash popped.
Everybody loves the
Picture of this
referees.
ref's ass.
All right. Couple to go. It's done all right, actually. I thought, okay.
Yeah, killing
S.
it.
S. Speed. No, very quick. Shooting.
Swish.
No.
Sauce.
No.
Shooting, somebody said?
I said,
no.
Hold on.
No, it's a
Sherman. Douglas.
it's a part of the uniform.
Shorts.
No.
Socks.
Shoes.
Sneaker, yeah.
A sneaker.
Oh,
yeah.
right. That was on the front of the book.
Yeah. Every player in the NBA wears sneakers to help him run fast and jump higher. Shaquille O'Neal wears the largest sneakers in the NBA, size 22 EEE. That's 15 and a half inches long.
What's the triple E mean?
Width. It's a measurement of the width.
That's why I asked you.
It's a custom
T.
width.
Wow.
T.
Tall.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, God.
Most basketball players are very, very tall. The average height of a player in the NBA is 6 feet 7 inches. At 7 feet 7 inches, George Murasan is one of the tallest men ever to play in the NBA. And there he is up against Mighty Mouse.
Oh, wow.
Where are we? Yeah.
Holy.
Tall.
Big dude.
Yeah. Georgie.
Most improved player.
Was he?
Yeah.
That's right.
That is
a weird one.
Wow. Did you own a pair of those Shaqs, Trey?
I did not.
No?
The Shaq-nosis.
Okay, you.
Well, we're going to get some tough ones here.
Yeah.
You no.
Everybody needs one of these to play.
Uniform.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fans can recognize their favorite teams by the familiar colors and designs of their uniforms. Many fans like to wear the jerseys of their favorite players. This one is a little too big.
That's way too big, actually.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Look at the shoes as well. I wonder if that's one of his kids.
I don't think so. Just going by that.
Okay. Well, listen, I probably gave away V then. I gave away V.
You did. You
What
shouldn't
is it?
have. Vertical.
Vertical, that's right.
I can read.
When a player jumps high, well
Good
done,
job,
well done. When a player
Give me a
jumps high,
sticker.
fans often say he is going vertical.
Mr. Ellis, I just pooped my pants.
Tell your teacher, young fella. Many basketball players, like D. Brown, are fantastic jumpers. They go vertical all the time. All right, couple more. WXY, 4 to go. Okay. W. Now the start of the kids to start wrestling with each other.
I was going to say, they tuned out around L.
W.
Water.
Ooh.
Gotta hydrate.
Yeah, I don't mind
Think
water.
of what a W represents.
A win.
Oh,
A
yeah,
win.
it does. That's good.
Every
I do is
player
win.
dreams of winning an NBA championship. It means that your team is the best in the NBA. Robert Horry holds the championship trophy. He won 2 championships with the Houston Rockets in 1994 and 1995.
Oh, wow. So it was Robert Horry holding it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, X.
Xavier McDaniel.
No.
X's and O's.
That's the one. A coach draws X's and O's to show his players where to stand and where to run. Coach Phil Jackson teaches his team how to run a play. The X's stand for his players, while the O's represent the players of the opposing team.
I thought we were going to get some like triangle offense breakdown there in this book.
All right.
Okay.
Y.
Oh, he's laughing at it.
Think of Marv Albert.
Yes!
Why is it yes?
It's a great feeling when a player scores on a tough shot. The crowd cheers. The arena announcer roars, "Yes!" Not sure if that's true.
No, not really. What else would you use for Y, though? I mean, it's
tough.
It's tough.
But unfortunately, if you commit to doing every letter, you got to do a Y.
Yeah.
I mean, youth. Just go youth.
Youth.
You. Basketball doesn't happen without you.
Even if a player isn't in the game, he can help his team by cheering a great play.
Yes.
That's to me now. That to me looks like Eric Snow,
Oh, definitely.
Sean Kemp, and then in the background is that Brakowski?
Looks like it.
And then who's the other guy here? Oh, that's what's his name? That's Will Perdue, maybe, is it next to him?
No, is that Will?
With the 5 on his jersey?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Young Eric
I don't
Snow.
know that.
All right. Final one.
Okay.
How you gonna pronounce it?
Wow, this one Z. Where are we? What did we do here? Z, isn't it? That was Z.
Serious?
I don't know. I honestly don't
Z
know.
here.
Yeah. Okay. Z. All right. Z. This is a player.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
A player.
Yes.
Oh, it's not Zion yet.
No.
So,
Zydrunas
No,
Ilgauskas?
come on, Z. The most famous Z.
Zarly Zalapski?
Well, it's his
That's who I
nickname.
was
It's his nickname, I guess.
Zeke Isaiah Thomas?
No.
Oh. Z. Zed.
His nickname is currently back in the NBA, but he's the OG.
Wow. It's
Zello?
No.
Zillow.
His nickname is back in the NBA?
This guy's got some of the best guns we've ever seen in the NBA. Champion.
The Zadmiral?
No. Big guy.
impossible,
He's a
man.
big guy out of Georgetown.
Oh, Zoe. Oh man, what an ending.
Yeah.
Zoe. Lame ending.
X's and O's, yes and Zoe. They should have cut it.
Alonzo Mourning is an enthusiastic player. His friends and teammates call him Zoe.
Zoe, yeah.
Alonzo Mourning plays center for the Miami Heat.
And
Thanks a
there
lot, guys.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, quick look at the book if you want to. I mean,
Play this for your kids.
hey, it was fun.
Yeah.
Well, for us, I don't know if it was fun for anybody else. Let us know. Did this take it
people
to a
were
classic?
playing along.
Oh, okay,
People
good.
were enjoying.
Good.
The trivia part was fun.
Ah, yeah.
So you've done this book at the school?
No. I'm not. I don't think the kids are ready for this one. Not 5-year-olds. I don't think they're that deep into. If they know George Murasan and.
You got to learn from somewhere.
Yeah, no.
Oh, they might be going nuts when they look at the photo of Jordan
No,
Peterson.
I've got cows in the kitchen on tap. That's the banger. That's the banger.
Cows in the kitchen and
Yeah,
a silver spoon.
You're gonna drop the
Little Blue Edwards, the boy in the moon.
You're gonna drop the Giannis joke maybe as a little setup, a little ground beef joke.
That's not a.
But he's a vegetarian. He's not going to do it.
My 5-year-old dropped this on me the other day. He goes, he said, "Do all cars have engines?" And I said, yeah. And he goes, "What's one car that doesn't have an engine?" And I'm like, well, ours is an electric car, but it's still got a motor. And he goes, "Dad, it's Madagascar."
That's good, actually. Actually, a good joke. Gotta write it down.
Oh, jeez, that is good. Oh, that was Seb.
No, Oscar.
Oh, it was Oscar.
Yeah.
Your youngest one. Wow.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Awesome. Let's take a break. We need to take one after that. Lots of fun was had. When we come back, tweet of the night, pick'em results, which was a huge game last night, and even more importantly, tonight's final pick'em game from the month of March. it's still up in the air, so don't go anywhere.
LinkedIn. One word or two?
I guess one.
Compound word?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Well, it can be both. Because LinkedIn, it can be whatever you need it to be. Looking for a job? That's the place to go. Hiring? Well, LinkedIn is the best place to find your next employee. With so many people switching jobs right now, LinkedIn Jobs is here to help you connect with the people you want to interview faster and for free. Create a free job post in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 770 million people. It's not a typo. That's a lot. Then add your job and the purple hashtag hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile to spread the word that you're hiring so your network can help you find the right people to hire. Simple tools like screening questions make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to interview and hire. It's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs #1 in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the candidates you want to talk to faster. Did you know? Every week, nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/nodunks. That's linkedin.com/nodunks to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
There are some things that keep getting better as you use them, like a cast iron skillet. When it's got all the many flavors of the things you've cooked on it and they marinate together. It's great. Or it could be, as it is for me, those trusty old pair of basketball shoes. I've been out playing again. It's the older ones that sometimes just make you feel more comfortable. And sometimes now you can actually add bed sheets to the mix. Bowl and brand sheets aren't just buttery, breathable, and impossibly comfortable. They get softer with every wash. We got sent a pair a few weeks ago, or a set, and I immediately put them on because we hadn't actually had new bed sheets for a while. You sort of take it for granted, don't you? Just like put them in the wash and you keep using them. I tried these. It's great. Great, really. I mean, it really is buttery and breathable underneath there.
Yeah, sleeping well?
Absolutely, yeah. My wife loves them. So do I. We snuggle and it's like, it feels really nice. They're silky smooth and cozy, and you can just feel the difference between the old ones that we had been using. Boll and Branch uses the highest quality threads on earth for a superior softness and a better night's sleep. Buttery, again, to touch.
You really roll your R's when you say it. Yeah.
Super breathable. They are perfect for every season. 100% free of toxins, meaning no pesticides, formaldehyde, or other harsh chemicals. I know. I was going to take it out, but I thought, no, I can do it.
Yeah, good.
Best of all, Boll & Branch gives you a 30-night risk-free trial with free shipping and returns on all orders. You guys know, I love that. When a product says, take it for a month. Try it. Really try it out. Not just a week, and also free shipping and all that. So you got a free hit.
Put these sheets down. Snuggle with your wife.
Exactly.
Then
it's a
wash
great
them.
feeling. Wash them.
Got to.
Put them down again.
Right.
Snuggle. You're back in town.
Right.
Great. Get 15% off your first set of sheets when you use promo code. Guess what the promo code is?
Athletic Greens.
No dunks at bollandbranch.com. That's Boll and Branch. BOLLANDBRANCH.com. Promo code no dunks. 15% off your first set of sheets. Do it.
All right, back here in the Classic Factory. Good news, Leigh. Stream team loved story time with Leigh Ellis.
Right.
So it's a keeper. So bring the cows in the kitchen in.
Oh, you want cows in the kitchen? You think you're ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are they doing in there?
Oh, man, it's chaos.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I actually think we should make our own book. I think we should make our own no dunks basketball alphabet because people are coming through with like great suggestions. W is wedgie.
Oh, yeah.
B is beef. We could fill out a whole thing. V is very solid play. So if you're a publisher of children's books, slide in those DMs.
Okay. That's a great idea.
Yep. And we could get a whole nother segment out of it.
I think we could do a lot more than just one more segment out of that.
All right, one letter drops every day.
Yeah.
Letter of the day, Sesame Street style. Put that in the brainstorm.
We'll do a whole
segment as well.
whatever the letter is, we come with like a bunch of nominees. We have polls going. What's gonna make the book?
Should we start tomorrow? A's for April.
Boom. Okay, let's get to tweet of the night.
Tweet of the night. Wow.
Twitter.
Wow, will that be tea? Tweet of the night. I mean, in our world, Might have to be.
Or
Tony Brothers.
Tony Brothers. T is for Tony. A could be for Alvarado because Jose Alvarado pulled another No Way Jose last night. So I guess this tweet comes to you from Worldwide Wob, who's got a little bit of a thread of these going on. He pulled it off against the Bulls a couple of weeks ago. Had a great one last night against the Blazers. He's hiding there in the corner in front of the Blazers bench. Runs behind the ref. One Blazer and Chris Dunn to get the steal. Dishes it to Trey Murphy there for the finish. How does the Blazers bench not say anything?
Yeah.
They probably don't think he's doing it. Nobody knows, right?
Yeah.
Like they're just like, oh, he's just standing there.
Yeah.
Who cares?
He really blended in there
With the red
watching
big
it. I was
time,
like,
man.
where is he? It's like, well, there he is. I like how he has to he sort of has to make a quick calculated guess what side the dribbler coming up is going to be dribbling with, like left or right hand, because he, correct me, I think Dunn has it. Okay, he always has. No, he goes left and then back to right, and he's like, well, yoink. Yeah, and then they resulted in the basket. Oh, it's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool. I haven't seen yet. Has anybody been able to thwart it? You know, they're coming from behind, like, hey, what are you doing back there? I don't know, but that'd be funny to see. I also wonder how far he could really take it. You know, if he finishes a layup under the basket, just keeps going, goes behind the stanchion. It just seems like, he's just catching his breath.
Yeah.
He's trying to get settled here. And then suddenly he's zooming out from behind the stanchion for another little poke from behind. He's getting more and more daring with it, and it's hilarious to watch. It's so funny how much he's hiding to pull these off.
He is not far, and this is a Survivor reference, but he's going to be building a spy shack soon.
That's
below the stanchion.
Totally.
Spy stanchion, and he's going to be just hiding in there and
That's
popping
what
out.
Tony did it, didn't he? In the season I went.
I'm
a Survivor head from the old days. Yeah, that was great.
That's exactly right. Yeah, he did that. So it's amazing that he keeps pulling this off.
good.
How many is he up to? 4 or 5 times, right?
There's at least 5 different clips. There's one he has against the Hawks. I mean, that one's pretty good against the Blazers. He runs quite a distance against the Blazers, but the Hawks, it's like a 50-foot sprint just to get a steal from behind. So funny.
Amazing. All right, fun tweet of the night there from TK. Pick'em results last night. Huge game because we're so close in the standings in the month of March. It was the Charlotte Knicks game, and we had a couple of us taking Charlotte to cover. Myself and Trey. Trey and myself, we got this right because Charlotte won. So Trey's fine. You're 13-9. You're in the clear. The loss drops Tass to 11-11. I'm 11-11, and you taking the Knicks are 10-12. So you're a game back. This is the final night here of March. So Tass has the game for us. I know we're going to be on opposite sides. If we tie, I think we just pick maybe the tomorrow night.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can wrap this up, and Leigh can lose the month of March here tonight. What's the game?
So Milwaukee visiting Brooklyn. Huge game. Both teams are going to try and win this game.
I would think so.
Yeah. You think so? What do you think? The Bucks are going to be chilling?
No.
No, so Brooklyn favored only by 1.5 at home, so it's essentially a pick'em. Yeah, it comes down to Leigh and Skeets here. So if the Nets win, Leigh loses.
Yes.
And we'll have a pick'em payoff.
Well,
They've got to win by 2 points.
Oh, they do. That's a good call. So if the Nets win by 2, Leigh loses, and we'll have a pick'em payoff in the near to distant future. If the Bucks win, tie time.
Then we'll just do a pick tomorrow night, me and him. Because you'll be fine.
Yes.
So you're good.
Skeets and Leigh will
Trey's
have a
obviously
pick
good.
for April Fools.
Woo! April Fools is tomorrow. I didn't even think of that. Wow.
You guys got any good pranks lined up?
I'm going to pull an Alvarado.
I'm going to put a bunch of cows in your kitchen. No. March went forever. I just feel like it's never going to end.
We had all this time to brainstorm pranks. We didn't come up with any.
I know.
It's a bummer, man.
Anyway, email in your NBA questions to nodunks@theathletic.com. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok @NoDunksInc. Get yourself some No Dunks gear. We got the Mr. Temperboy shirts. We got the Mr. Temperboy mug. So those are all available over at nodunks.com. Get yourself an athletic subscription. Go to theathletic.com/nodunks. If you're a Survivor fan, like our guy Leigh, he'll be tuning in later today, 3 p.m. Eastern on No Buffs, talking to Wendell Holland, winner of Survivor 36. He's going to join us to talk about last night's episode. Of course, bunch of questions about his time out there. Twice he's played, so we'll get into that. That's No Buffs, separate YouTube feed, separate podcast feed, around 3 p.m. Eastern. And then JD, you're off, my man, so After today's No Buffs, we're not going to be here in the Classic Factory for a little bit.
No.
We'll be zooming it up, I guess, with Andrew Schlecht, all of us from home, and some of us are traveling too. You're off. You're off. I mean, we're gonna have guys all over the world here, but we'll be having shows. Of course, the drop tomorrow, picking our all NBA teams and talking about the games tonight, and then next week, besides that, one day off on Tuesday because no games on. But JD, you pumped? You ready, man?
I'm very, very ready. I mean, we got one more show to do, but
but it's Survivor. You love
Survivor. That's not work. That's just fun. My vacation starts in 10 seconds.
All right. Well, until tomorrow's drop podcast or later today with No Buffs, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
This is more of a visual one. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. And remember, every Thursday is Hair Wash Thursday here on No Dunks. Leigh, did you wash your hair last night?
Of course.
Trey, did you wash your hair last night?
How did you know?
I can see it, man.
It's true. I got a lot of volume today.
You guys played ball. Skeets, you wash your hair?
Absolutely. We played basketball. Had to.
There you go. I had a rinse, but that counts. That counts.
Brace the day, people.
Oops. There we go. Vacation starts now.